I'm Isis Romero, and this is the news in San Antonio. U.S. military members injured in the effort to capture Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela are now at Brooke Army Medical Center for treatment. Mayor Gina Ortiz-Jones expressed support for their recovery. Sue Kalberg has more about what we're learning from BAMC.
As soon as President Trump said American service members were injured in Venezuela on Saturday, many of us started watching the sky because we know that when people need first-class medical care, they come here to San Antonio and Brooke Army Medical Center.
I have not heard exact numbers or exact conditions of those folks, but of course we keep those folks in our prayers.
Remembering her own military service.
Again, I saw that firsthand given my time as the Undersecretary of the Air Force.
The mayor said she had a front row seat in the region.
You know, Venezuela is also special to me. When I separated from the Air Force, my first job was working at U.S. Army South.
She says she remains hopeful that the U.S. will act carefully to protect the Americans who are putting their lives on the line.
There's always a cost, potentially, and so you always want to make sure that it's clear what you're doing, why you're accomplishing it, because someone's got to cash that check.
We also reached out to the Pentagon for comment about the number of people who are receiving treatment and their outlook. If we get more information about that, we'll share it. At Brooke Army Medical Center, Sue Kalberg, KENS 5.
Police are looking for a man accused of shooting 3 people in a drive-by on the south side. This happened at a convenience store on Roosevelt Avenue. Earl Stoudemire has a story.
San Antonio police say 3 people were entering the Triplets Food Mart right behind me on Roosevelt when a man in a Mercedes drove by, opening fire. Police tell us 1 woman was shot in the back. She's in the hospital and is stable. Police say the other man and woman hit in this drive-by are also getting treated at the hospital, but no details on their conditions at this time. Police say the shooter was in a 4-door Mercedes, and that's the only description of the car right now. Workers at the Triplets Food Mart didn't want to speak on camera, but spent hours cleaning broken glass from the shooting. If you know anything about this situation, please call SAPD. From the south side, Earl Stoudemire, KENS 5.
Deputies say a vehicle fire led to a shocking animal cruelty scene with dozens of animals rescued. Simone Simpson has more on what investigators found.
For us, it's not just about the animal cruelty case. I mean, that's bad enough as it is in and of itself, but usually that leads out to other sorts of crime.
On January 1st, deputies responded to a car fire on the 600 block of Cairo Drive, and that's when they say they found a severely malnourished dog chained to a fence. During the investigation, the sheriff says they found 3 malnourished dogs and more than 60 chickens and roosters being kept in cages without proper food, water, or shelter. The property owner said Andra Mathis worked there and owned the chickens but not the dogs. Mathis denied living there and only admitted owning some of the poultry. Investigators say they found evidence that Mathis had previously strangled a dog and encouraged roosters to fight, including videos and multiple past 311 reports. During a walkthrough of the property, deputies say they located 1 dead bird and another with injuries consistent with cockfighting. Deputies later arrested him on 3 counts of animal cruelty.
Our Animal Crimes Enforcement Unit, our ACE team, is doing just that. They're doing the background work to see if we can, in fact, put together a case and later on charge with that for the cockfighting.
BCSO says Animal Control took custody of all the animals involved for safekeeping. Reporting from Atkins, Simone Simpson, KENS 5.
A rollover involving an 18-wheeler shut down part of Loop 410 on Monday, bringing traffic to a crawl. The driver of the big rig was sent to the emergency room. The cause is under investigation. Meredith Haas has the story.
Well, this was a major rollover, so I want you to take a look at that 18-wheeler off Southeast Loop 410. It looks like that windshield got blown out, along with heavy damage to the trailer portion of this tractor trailer. Now, if we take a look further, you're going to see that the guardrail looks like it's been completely damaged for a major portion of it.
But the driver of that truck, who we're told was alone in the semi, is expected to be okay. Witnesses told police they saw the driver swerving before hitting the guardrail and flipping. The 18-wheeler was hauling clothing, and no other cars were involved in the crash. Traffic was backed up for a time, but after a few hours, officials were able to get the truck out of the way. Investigators are still working to determine what caused the driver to lose control.
We'll bring you the very latest on air and online at KENS5.com. Reporting on the southeast side, Meredith Haas, KENS 5.
And that's the news in San Antonio.